this episode of Boonboomger? Really good! I really enjoyed it, and I kind of like regret saying that I didn't really like the monster from last week. You know, like, I was like saying Marine felt weird, but honestly, after watching this week's episode, I still feel it's a little weird how it's being used. At the same time, I kind of like really like the monster already. Yeah. Okay, let's talk more about it in this video. Tokusatsu! Yeah, everyone, Kochi Kata in the house here, and welcome to the Tokusatsu channel. I talk about Kamen Rider, Super Set, Ultraman, all those stuff here. Okay, so this week what I really enjoyed was okay, totally not biased. I love aquariums. Okay, yeah. I was even like a Myanmar where we did see like, you know, a turtle. So cute. Anyways, okay, yeah, I'm being totally biased in one point. I like that this episode we got to see a lot of like, you know, Ishiro's backstory, which I feel that we had like a lack of like Ishiro's backstory. It's really like, you know, even Genba, I feel we don't know more about, like, we don't know enough of Genba's history. I wish we get a bit more on that, yeah. This way we got to know a lot more about Ishiro and, you know, Mira at her normal part-time job, Nyansens, you know. Ishiro and Mira's like, you know, interactions this week was actually really interesting, yeah. Okay, and you know, one thing I really enjoyed is how they actually shared and talk more about, like, you know, Ishiro's backstory. Alright, how he was like in a very high intense situations and all, yeah, and then eventually he was like, okay, let's go to the aquarium, and that really made him what he is, like, you know, it was where he finds that calmness, yeah. And honestly, I do feel like aquariums really do have that calm kind of feeling, and I really enjoyed that, yeah. And you know, throughout this whole episode, I was like, I need to protect the aquarium. I need to do a lot of things. And I really like how the enemies, you know, Itasha and gang just feels like they're just there for the funsies. You know, Itasha and all, they're just there for the funsies. They're like, yes, we are now listening to our general, but we are just here, we are just doing our job, okay? Alright, so I kind of like really like the whole vibes they are going for so far, yeah? And honestly, I find that this week's Monster of the Week is really creepy. Okay. Overall, I think that the episode fights this week was so good. Like, I felt like when it comes to Boonboomger, they've been getting very creative, the fights. You know, like, I think the fights are probably the most creative I've seen in a long time. Be for Boonboomger, like Sentai, be for Sentai, or be for anyone else, you know, I think this is the most creative fight we have seen in a while, you know, like, every fight is not about, we need a bigger slush and the biggest booms, yeah, every fight is more about, like, you know, can we make this fight interesting, yeah, how can you do something different, yeah, and I feel like, it feels like Boonboomgers feel very vanilla in terms of their abilities, yeah. Yes, they have the wheels, they have the cars, they have the boosts, yeah, but the way they use them and the way they fight in each episode feels so different, yeah. I don't know, I'm actually really enjoying and loving all the fights, yeah. Like, every single week, the fights feel like they're like a debut episode level of fight, yeah. Maybe we are still early in the series, so it's a bit early to judge, yeah, but we'll know, okay. But so far, it's just so good, yeah. Alright, so one thing I really like is, you know, we get to know like Ishiro's backstory, and eventually we get to like see Ishiro and Mira work together, right? And doing the ice fighting, yeah, and also Genba giving, like, you know, it's weird chain thing. I don't even know how you're supposed to use a chain thing, yeah, but it kind of like worked, okay, yeah. I just like how she used it, like, yeah, I just smack them with the chain. I'll totally do that. Like, seriously, why would you use that for me and just smack it like a chainmail? I mean, is that what chainmails are? No, chainmail is like the armor. I mean a chain flingy thing, okay, yeah. Anyways, I really liked overall the whole episode and how it came together, yeah. And eventually when we get to see like Marine accepting them, and eventually Marine, like, you know, helping them form monster, yeah, I think the fight was really good. Against Boom Boom Killer Robo, which honestly I kind of feel it's looking really nice, yeah. Like the recoloring and the re-armoring was so nicely done, yeah. Yeah, overall I think it was really good. However, hear me out, okay, yeah. And one thing that kind of made me upset over Monster, I think Monster is really nice, don't get me wrong. I think Monster is very nice in the show, yeah. And having seen it fight and in action in the show, what made me really upset is, you know, like, at back of the Boom Boom Robo, okay, is always like this. On the toy is like two sticks black wings, okay, yeah, and then in the show it's like 2 black scarves. Alright, the part that the gate, you know, the gate part that becomes a track, yes, yeah, that part becomes like scarf in the actual fight, yeah. Alright, however, in this one, it becomes like very, you know, it becomes like the tail of the monster of the kaiju, yeah, for the monster form. So I really like that, yeah. And then now thinking about the toy, you're just going to have like a stick at the back. It's not even a tail. It just makes me disappointed. Yeah, like I think the biggest issue with the toy is you can't pose it like how the monster is, like, you know, the like slouch. You don't have that slouching. Yeah, I think we don't have that in here, and it's a little disappointing. Yeah, but I mean, let's see what the toys come up with. Okay, yeah. Alright, so overall, I think this week's episode was really good. I also like Marine's finisher, but I mean the monster's finisher is just so good. And let me know in the comments what do you think about this week's episode, yeah. And next week, I think it's just going to be back to, like, you know, Black and seeing what Black has, yeah. Alright, so let's, yeah, so it's like, oh, this is, Ishialion, the kaiju that, the monster that basically just, you know, just doesn't want to fight. It's on the good side. He's trying to betray. I don't know. It sounds like a really interesting character development episode, yeah. So let me know what your thoughts. Are you looking for next week's episode? Are you looking for see what creative ways you have going on in the next week's episode, yeah? So I'll see you at the next one. Okay, yeah.